Hey, my name is Willie Minix. I'm the owner of Minix Music in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and we're talking about tin whistle for stroke victims again today. This is my Killarney D whistle. Friend of mine gave this to me, and I love it. Um, I was thinking the tin whistle is such a good instrument for helping stroke victims, as we talked about in another video. It helps you develop your embouchure, which forces you to use the muscles in your face that maybe you're not used to using even before you had the stroke. But you're learning how to use those muscles, and it's helping you regain control of your speech and regain control of the use of some of the muscles in your face that might be drooping on you after having a stroke. Also, you're getting finger dexterity. You're learning your left hand dexterity and your right hand dexterity. And perhaps before you had the stroke, you were strongly one handed anyway. So, this is a perfect little instrument to help you get started with recovering from your stroke. Now, today I want to talk about an exercise that if you've followed the last video, and you worked through some of the basic scale that you need to play, this little exercise should be something that'll help you go to that next level with dexterity. So what you're going to do is you're going to play, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then down. So and then back up. If I could play it right. I do it fast and I can do it fine, but doing it slow, I screw up. Anyway, it's up 3, down 1, up 3, down 1, up 3, down 1 until you get all the way through the scale. I'll try to do that a little slower. I might not have done it exactly perfectly, but or any variation. It doesn't matter if you play it exactly the way I do or if you do it. But what you're doing is basically you're working your way up and back, up and back, up and back until you get to the top, and then back and up, back or down, back, down, back, down, back until you're all the way down to the bottom. That's the gist of that exercise, and you can make 100 different exercises that work like that, and you can practice those every day, and that'll give you something else that once you get past playing just your basic scale, it'll give you something extra to add without actually playing a song. Sometimes when you play a song, you're focused on the tune and you can get frustrated. This is just a fingering exercise, so you're just focusing on using your fingers and making your fingers work, but it sounds nice, or at least it should sound nice if your embouchure is working properly and your fingers are hitting those notes properly or closing those holes properly. And if you work on that, then you'll be ready probably to start reading sheet music and trying to play along with some maybe some Irish tunes or something like that. There's a whole collection of really good books on tin whistle, and they're fairly cheap. You can get them off of eBay, and they're really really nice little books. And they have like books that cover um, hymns. They have ones that are like Christmas carols, ones that are for Irish dance tunes. You can find a whole collection of them, and they will get you started playing some tunes on the tin whistle. And don't rush. The key here is to take your time and work through it and try to think through each finger. I know I kind of rushed through it for the video for demonstration purposes, but you definitely want to take your time when you're working, because that's how you're going to redevelop your brain and reconnect certain parts that got damaged when you had your stroke. What's happening, and you know this because your doctor probably explained it to you, your brain used to have synapses that connected all these different parts that you were used to using, and then when the stroke happened, all of a sudden they're not accessible anymore, Well, what you're doing with the music training is now you're building new synapses in your brain, and you're making those parts of the brain or other parts of the brain that can work and function for you accessible. And it takes time and it takes a little bit of effort, but you're going to get there. You just got to keep at it and keep working on it. But this is a cool little trick, an exercise that's working three different parts of that whole system, four if you add in the sheet music. So God bless you. I hope you have a good day. Again, I teach music lessons in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So if you're in the area and you want some lessons, give me a holler. If you happen to be needing lessons online, I do that too. So give me a shout. And if you like us, like, subscribe, comment, and all that kind of great stuff. Share it with your friends. And if you really like us, go over to our Patreon page and throw Gideon a couple bucks for editing these videos for me. Until next time, I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you later.